All right, I want to talk a little bit about color. Now, color is one of my favorite elements of art to play with, and quite frankly, it's the one that can create an absolutely stunning artwork. You can take something that's just blah and bland, and color just punches through and makes you look at it. All color comes from light, so everything that we see, either natural light out from the sun or from lamps inside, all of that is telling us what the colors are. And because of that, your color is going to change depending on where and when you are. I don't know why this says bite colors. It should say bright light equals intense colors, but you know, typos are fun. Anyways, color exists on a spectrum. So it goes all the way from ultraviolet to ultra red light. Obviously, we don't see the ultra part, we just see the violet to the red part of that color spectrum. And then it has all those colors in between. Just like a rainbow, we can see all of those different colors. Now, some people actually have color blindness and have difficulty figuring out a couple different colors, and it generally is with complementary color pairs that they struggle. But I'll explain a little bit more about that later, I believe. If not, I'll come back to it. But you can choose to use the whole rainbow in together, or you can choose just to use certain colors at a time. The rainbow tends to be very bold and vibrant and very dynamic, I guess, because there's a lot of things that are going on. And colors by themselves can have a wide range of emotions. You know, we talk about being blue for sadness, and we talk about being fiery red. All of those things can create a sense and a mood in your portrait or in your artwork. The very basic colors that we need to talk about, they're the ones that you have to have for literally everything else, are red, yellow, and blue. These are the colors that, when mixed together, make all of the other colors that we can see. These are the three colors you have to make, or have to make anything else. When you use these, it's not that you're being a basic or that it's a lower level. You're using the foundation. You're using a very bold color palette. Once you start overlapping and mixing these together, however, you start including colors like orange and violet and green. You start getting a more diverse palette. You start looking more like what you'd actually see out in the world, more natural colors. You can choose, however, not to show the natural colors and to use a color scheme, such as using warm colors. Warm colors are going to be the ones that are traditionally associated with fire, such as yellows and oranges and reds. They also include things like pinks, because that's just a light red. They include things like yellow oranges, like a school bus. All of those kind of warm, saturated colors would be warm colors. You can see another example in this work here. This is leaves that have been colored, or that have been collected into those color rings, On the opposite side of warm colors are cool colors. These ones tend to be very resting, very calm. They tend to go to the back of a picture. So if you're looking at a picture, the reds and oranges and yellows are really bold and bright, and they're going to pop forward. But cool colors, they're really calm. They're just going to mellowly sit in your picture and be really chill. If you look at this one here, it's the yellows that are really bright that really stand out and come forward. If you squint, those are the ones you see first. The blues kind of fade and they're soft. We are going to do a warm versus cool color scheme in our project. So you're going to choose, do you want your subject to be the warm colors, or do you want your subject to be the cool colors, and you'll do the opposite type of colors in your background. We should also talk about neutral colors, because you can use neutral colors with either warm or cool without affecting whether or not they're warm or cool. So if I hop back for a second, this white here doesn't stop this from being all cool colors, because white is a neutral color and it doesn't fall into warm or cool. So white, gray, brown, and black are all the neutral colors. And they can be mixed in with any other color and they'll always go well with them. They'll never clash with another color. It says here, or they go well with, or they are used to create words. It says here, the neutral colors are created by mixing all the primary colors together. Or you can mix all the complementary colors together. Either one of those things, because complementary color pairs use all of the primary colors. That's why you can do either one of those two things. As I mentioned, that complementary color pair, that's the color pair that sometimes if you're colorblind, people have difficulty seeing. So if you have difficulty seeing red, you'll also have difficulty seeing green. If you have difficulty seeing blue, you'll also have difficulty seeing orange, etc., etc. The other element that I wanted to talk about is shapes, because we're going to be looking at a couple different shapes. There are two main types. The first type is geometric. These are the ones with like the nice harsh edges. Even this curve here is a geometric shape because it's a circle, because it's an actual geometric curve as opposed to a natural man-made curve. Geometric are going to be things like you'll have to use a ruler or a compass to make it precise. Organic or free form, on the other hand, those are ones that you'll see in the shape of a leaf in nature, or you'll see in a puffy cloud shape in the sky. Those are natural organic shapes. Geometric ones are ones that people have made rules for, like it can't be a square unless it has 4 sides. So those are the two elements that I want you to keep in mind during this project: color and shapes.